Hello, my name is Connie Strasheim. I'm a medical researcher and writer and the author of 5 books on holistic treatments for different diseases, including chronic Lyme disease and cancer. I'm here today to talk to you about my latest book, which is entitled Beyond Lyme Disease, Healing the Underlying Causes of Chronic Illness in People with Borreliosis and Co-Infections, or tick-borne infections as they're commonly referred to, even though they can be transmitted through other means besides through the bite of a tick. I've been researching medicine for about 8 years, and in my interviews with hundreds of Lyme disease patients with Lyme-Literate doctors, I've come to believe that there are a lot of people with chronic Lyme disease who aren't just suffering symptoms because of infections. In fact, a great majority of them are sick because of other co-conditions which have nothing to do with the tick-borne infections. In fact, I believe there are a lot of people with Lyme disease who have Lyme disease because there were other co-conditions in the body which set the stage for them to manifest symptoms from borreliosis and the co-infections which result from a tick bite. And the reason I say that is, first of all, there are many millions of people that carry borreliosis, that carry tick-borne infections, and they don't have symptoms from the infections, which means that their bodies have been strong enough to contain the infections. Infections often become active when the body's terrain is weakened by other disease processes. And so this book that I've written describes what some of these other disease processes are. And personally, I treated Lyme disease in myself. I treated the tick-borne infections for many years. I focused upon them, and while I focused on healing other conditions in my body, I sort of relegated them to an adjunct position, thinking that, well, once I get rid of the tick-borne infections, then a lot of these other problems are going to go away. And that I have found that that is not true at all. And so anyway, what Beyond Lyme Disease does is it goes into other common conditions of illness in people with Lyme disease besides infections, and which may have set the stage for them to become sick from Lyme. Because for some people, Lyme disease is 80% of why they're sick, but for other people it may be only 30%. So among the topics in this book, and I won't go into a lot of these in detail, but things like adrenal fatigue, electromagnetic pollution, dental foci infections, environmental toxins, parasites, mold, emotional trauma. We know that all of these things make people sick today, but they're not just a result of, they're not just things that occur because a person's immune system has become weakened by Lyme disease. In and of themselves, they are causative factors of illness. And this book describes, doesn't just describe what these are, but why they can be primary, why they can cause a person to become sick from Lyme, and then what you need to do to adequately treat them. So I invite you to check out the book. It's available at lymebook.com, that's LYMEBOOK.com, and I welcome your comments and suggestions there. You can also read a free chapter of the book on the book's website, and so hopefully you'll find it helpful, and I just pray that this book would be a source of hope and healing to those who have been, who've treated Lyme disease for many years, who've treated the infections for many years and not found healing. And so I invite you to check it out. Thank you, and God bless.